Hello, Savat the Mighty here, aka Doom Piggy, and I'm back with another Eve Echoes video. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of Friends by Blood. Let's just do a quick recap. Just in case you didn't see the first one or any of my other videos, I am running the Corpus C-type large beam lasers in all slots. I have a Republic Fleet target painter. I have 2 large group armor reppers. I have my hood ornament of a Mark 7 hammerhead. I have 4 Marketeer tracking computers and 1 C-type medium micro warp drive. Rigs, I have a damage rig, the laser collision accelerator. I have the laser burst aerator for activation time, and I have the ambit extension for the increased fall off. Over here, I have a semiconductor memory prototype. I have a capacitor control circuit prototype, and I have a semiconductor memory cell 1. Overall, this ship isn't supposed to be tanky. It's supposed to be able to deliver damage outside of the range. If you saw the first episode, you know that these ships can actually hit me from really far out, so we'll see actually how this manages. I am docked up at a station that is nearby. I do have all the loot from the first mission here, and I still do have my C-type medium armor wrapper in case I do need it. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and undock and get started on this mission. Alright, so we only have one station here. Our Friends by Blood, we're going to come in at 100. Now it's going to be a lot like the first mission. Again, if you didn't watch the first mission took me under an hour to do. It wasn't hard at all. There was no elites that was in it. So it looks like the first encounter, there's 3 encounters total to this mission. The first encounter was kind of a wash encounter. It's kind of like, here you go, have a news story that's tier 10. Here's what you can expect. We are way too close. Way too close. Let's lock up all the small ships and start getting out of here. Okay. So yeah, going from my first encounter here, I had a theory, and I do believe my theory holds true. So if we do see them with the blue or purple beams, those are going to be your beam lasers, which have the longer range. If we do see red beams being fired at us, those are going to be the pulse lasers. And the pulse lasers are going to have shorter range, so those ships we know we can pretty much outrange all the time. Okay. We are now sitting 136 off of Friends by Blood. We have not received any type of damage as of yet. And we are now out of range. One of the things that does worry me about this mission is because I have not done it before, and even though I have some really good friends who have done some videos on it, I have kinda not really watched them. Well, when I say that, I've watched a couple of the last waves portions of it, but not kind of a what to expect on everything. I didn't go over them in all sorts of details. So that was a misspeak by myself. I did actually watch them, but I was watching the last encounters for the most part. And the other parts of it, I was busy doing my own ratting while I was watching them do the missions. So I didn't really keep track of what to expect. And I probably should take more notes and everything like that if I was to do this, but I'm trying to keep it kind of more fresh for me. So it makes it a little bit exciting. Most of them are approaching it in a multitude of different ways. They're using prophecies, or I've seen um, multi-box users. So Together We Solo, I know, has done this mission quite a few times using, I believe it was a prophecy and a typhoon? Yeah. But that was really cool to watch. So they're doing it in their ways, which take far less time than my way here. But I kind of want to see if I'm able to do this in my beloved Oracle. I love the Oracle. It may not be the best at doing all of these, there may be better ways of doing it, but one of the things I truly do love about this game is you can find ways to make the ships that you love work in these missions. Is it going to be the best and most optimal? No. But you can do it, and being able to do that is really fun, in my opinion. Other people may differ, and they may be like, oh, the only way to play is the most optimal. If you're earning that ISK, you gotta earn that ISK. Alright, let's take a look here. So this guy is firing the blue-purple beams at me. So he is an apocalypse, so he's gonna outrange me. So one of the things that I did kind of want to try as well is, in the first one I was sitting still for a majority of it. And I think sitting still versus these apocalypses is not going to be the way to go. Because they can actually reach out and touch me, I do believe even traveling at a slow speed is going to help me alleviate some of that damage. I don't want to go too fast, because I don't want to outrange myself as well. And I do quite expect to take a lot of damage, especially when we do start seeing the elites come in. But I'll worry about how to worry about that at that time. This is one of the other parts that's fun, actually seeing if I get into a section here and there's 4 elite apocalypses and all of them are outranging me and throwing damage on, then I know I can't do this mission and I won't be able to complete it in the way that I wanted to. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and try to figure out a way to tackle that. Now, my target painter is in hot debate. I didn't use it in the first encounter at all, and I didn't use it because I kind of wanted to see what it was going to be like without it, because I'm thinking about putting on the other large armor repairer here, the group armor repairer, because if I do put that on, that's going to give me more of a tank. So I'm really in experimental mode here. One of the reasons why I did keep it on is because I didn't see any of the elite ships, and I am worried that if we get into some of the elite frigates and cruisers that might be coming at me, having this target painter may be the difference between being able to kill them before they get to me and losing everything. Another one of the tactics that I use for these, because I am a coward, is I do like to try to get to extreme ranges and hover around the break point, which can be anywhere between 230 and 250 km away. And what that break point is if you cross over this particular threshold that they have set up, wherever it may be, it seems to vary a little bit, but it's always around those ranges. But if you cross that threshold, the ships will lose aggro and turn away from you. This is my defense for mass micro warp drive scram guys. So why I'm actually being fairly cautious and staying away and not moving in when maybe I should move in, and not quite doing optimal damage and staying at these extreme ranges where I actually do less damage and it's going to take me longer times to finish it, is I know I can get away. And by knowing I can get away, that gives me peace of mind. So I know I'm not going to get stuck, I'm not going to get scrammed down and then not have an avenue for escape. One of the other options for doing that is going to be filling these slots here with your warp scrammers and your webifiers, which are going to let you control those ships a lot better. But that's only useful if you can survive their damage. well, I can't survive their damage. I have no tank built into this. It's full range. So if they actually get on me like that, then I'm just doomed. There is no, hey, I'm going to sit here and tank them. The tracking on these lasers, where they may be good for large weapons, are terrible. And once something does get under these guns, it's a nightmare trying to fight them. So if they were the pulse lasers, that is mitigated a little bit, but not much. So even the pulse lasers will have a tough time when some of these guys get under there. So for the first time trying this, I was like, I'm just going to try to do the range kiting fit and see if I can earn some big ISK so I can get some more stuff and more projects started. And also have a little bit of fun trying out these T10s and seeing if I can accomplish them at my current level. So far the answer has been yes, but it has taken quite a bit of time. And that first encounter, oh my goodness, I was there for a very long time. So I do want to try to speed them up over time, but it's getting them done first, seeing what I can do, what this ship is capable of, then pushing it to the extremes once I can do that. I don't play 10 hours a day. I'm actually recording this one on my weekend, so I have more time to actually do this. When I am at work during the week, I come home, I have a couple hours normally before I actually need to start getting ready for bed so I can start the day all over again. So, normally, not wanting to do too long of missions, which is why I broke the last one up, and I'll be breaking this one up into multiple parts. Alright, so this guy is coming in hot. When they're at these extreme ranges, it's good for me, because the tracking on my lasers is, doesn't really matter at those ranges. Alright, so he's sitting at 122. I do see a lot of red coming in. That's good for me. We like to see red. Red means that they're using the short-range lasers, and they're just going to be a light show to us at this range. They're not going to do anything. Okay. We can stop here for the time being and kind of readjust and see what we have and what we want to do. So we have no elites this time. We do have an executioner. We do have a Corsair. They're relatively tiny ships, and they are the closest from where we're at. 140 is when I can start hitting those guys. We do have an Apocalypse that's sitting way out there. And the Prophecy. Now, last time I noticed the Prophecy was a Guardian. This Prophecy is a Guardian as well. So I'm not sure if the Guardians are actually applying their tankiness, because they should be able to share damage with the other ships. If that's the case, then actually eliminating the Prophecy first would probably be the best bet. Let's see if we can reach out and touch them. We can. So I'm going to try that out, but if anybody does know, please leave in the comments. Let me know if these prophecies are actually doing their group tank thing, or if they're just there providing support to the ships in the way of armor wrapping and whatnot. And even if that's the case, having this prophecy gone first is probably going to make everything a little bit easier or go a little bit quicker. So we're going to do that. We're going to attempt to do that anyway. Now I'm going to keep a close eye on the other ships. Why does that say 100? That shouldn't say 100. Okay. I'm going to keep a close eye on the other ships here. And the reason why I'm going to keep a close eye on them is I don't want any of them for any reason to just start shooting off and come directly at me. I don't think they will. But I'd rather stay safe than sorry. Okay. Relatively, I think we're in a good position. Kinda actually want to go slower than this. Let's do 9. Alright, he's approaching that 140. At 140, I'm doing 50% damage with the tracking computers activated. When I don't graze. So we get this guy down. Now, one of the things I also don't know as well is what's the range of their group repping and whatnot? Because that could help me kind of decide. I mean, this guy's 137 away from me. But is he in range to even do his stuff to some of the guys who are 117? As per se? I don't know. He's gonna have to go at some point anyway, so I guess what we do really doesn't matter. We should be able to get 2 shots off per each one of these tracking computer activations. So by having 4, I can practically have them up indefinitely. And what I mean by practically is there is going to be some drop-off time. So now we've got about 10 seconds. So this full rotation isn't going to last that long. It would have fired there, we would have still had 6 seconds left. But we are fine. Alright, we've got the prophecy down to hull. Armor is going to be the toughest part for us to actually fight. So the shield is going to be the easiest, but doesn't really matter too much for Samar. The hull is going to be the second easiest for us to crack with our lasers. So we're excited to see shields, and we're excited to see hull. During the armor, that's going to be the rough spots. Alright. This guy is nearly dead. One, maybe 2 more shots, depending on if the shot is a good hit. That was a decent hit, but he probably has a few hit points left. Unfortunately, that's not going to leave us in a good spot. Ah, you know what? Let's try it. Yeah, nothing. Alright, we got 1,300,000 ISK. Okay, so that guy's dead. It does look like this Interceptor, the Executioner 2, that guy is also not targeting me. So that leads me to believe that he is going to do some type of logistic stuff. Maybe armor wrapping or whatnot. He's obviously not sensor dampening or anything like that. We are actually going to move over to him and take him out next. Goodbye, little guy. That was an impressive hit on that Mauler. Okay, armor is gone. We're not going to make it in time. Alright, so the good news here, if my theory is correct, this apocalypse is shooting red at us. See? So that means it shouldn't have the extreme range. So we're actually going to stop, and we're going to sit still. I missed that one. These rings don't actually dictate the time from when you click it to when it activates, so you got to be a little early. I was still not early enough on that one. I would say at about 75% would be optimal. Maybe I was hitting those in time if I'm doing 967 occasionally. Huh. Alright, we're not quite going to make this one. Alright, so where are we? We are at 174. This is actually an okay spot to be in. This is wave 2. Wave 3, we might start seeing some elites. We didn't see any elites. There was only 3 waves on the first encounter, and there was absolutely no elites. Let's turn you off. So this is a point where it gets kind of tedious, but it's okay, because this is good for us. If he's not able to hit us and we're just able to sit here, that means we're just kind of shooting fish in a barrel. We gotta just think of it this way. We're putting in our time to get our ISK. So this is worth 250 million ISK. It's going to take us a little bit of time. I could be more dangerous and move in, but without knowing really what the next wave is going to hold, I don't want to get too much closer. If this was the 4th wave, I would definitely go in and finish off the job. If I was doing this for the 2nd time and on the first mission, I would actually move in at close to the end of either wave. He's coming to us just fine. There's no reason to be in a hurry. Kind of want to approach him. Not gonna, though. And that's because I don't trust myself. If I trusted myself not to get distracted or something to happen, and I accidentally pop him while I'm close in, and if I could trust me not to do that, then I would have no problems moving up and then just waiting and seeing what happens, you know, move in, get him down to low life. Once you get him down to low life, I could move out and finish the rest of the ship off from back there. But with the way that I'm cycling this here, he's coming closer. He's at 123. By the time I make a decision to actually... I screwed that up. See, talking and playing at the same time, it'll get you every single time. So we're only going to get 1 burn out of that. Yeah, we can still glancing blow at 122 without anything done. So this APOC is going down. It won't be long now, before we're in hole anyway. And once we get into hole, this will just be easier. So what would I change on this fit, knowing what I know so far? Well, right now, nothing. Because in the first battle, I know I could probably replace one of the range mods with a damage mod, a heatsink, and do more damage. But that would require me to be closer up. I don't know if I'm even comfortable with that. I think I'm quite happy with the doing average damage from further away and being able to make sure that I'm safe. The target painter? Don't know. Jury's still out on that one. I don't really think it's done anything for me as of yet. But if I don't end up using all of the armor wrappers, then there's no real reason for it. I'm sorry, I kind of said that backwards. If I end up using 2 armor wrappers and need a third one, there's no reason for it. However, I still do think that we're going to have issues with smaller ships and micro warp drives, and even cruiser-sized ships. I'd want to blow those up a little bit with their signatures so we can apply damage better and remove them. And with all of these being active, we're going to apply damage even better. And so I still think there might be a place for it. However, it is going to be the first thing that is looked at if I can't tank this. If I can't take all the incidental damage that's coming in, then yeah, you're going to be under debate, my friend. Especially for doing it where we're doing the range kite, because again, I can cross over that threshold if I need to, and if I get over that threshold, then I don't really have to worry. They're going to go shooting back home. And whenever they go shooting back home, even with their fast little micro warp drives, I'm like, get away from here. I can shoot at them with my extreme range while they're on their way back. Is it cheesy? Absolutely. Will I take advantage of it? Absolutely. Will they probably change it? Yes. Yeah, I imagine they are going to change it eventually. They're probably not going to want people sitting there bouncing back at a threshold and abusing that with a kiting fit to be able to do these solo. Alright. So we are going to turn this on to 100%. We should be going towards the station. And we're going to take a look here. Round 3. I don't see any elites. So we're going to do our same. We're going to lock up this guy. We do have another Abaddon. I like the Abaddon as well. I know I want an Apocalypse, but I'm probably going to get an Apocalypse and an Abaddon. Eventually I'll probably just have everything. This doesn't look scary at all. He's within range, so let's just start shooting him. Yeah, they're not even coming at me quickly. Okay. That was weird. Did I accidentally click both of them? No, I didn't. This one was already on cooldown. Alright, dead. Turn around! Let's go back! No reason to stay way out here. We're at the start of the mission. We need to get in. Let's actually go ahead and turn up our speed. I see a lot of blue beams. Some red beams, some blue. Okay. We have an Executioner that's just chilling. Way out there with the Abaddon. You know what? Just for fun. You. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah. Oh, just so you guys know, whenever I do that, my range is 130 with a 45. So that's 175 km away. Super fun. So popping 2 of those simultaneously, I can do 50% damage up to 175 km away. So, the reason why I did that is because normally if he's going to stay back like that, he's probably some type of logistics frigate. He's not really going to do much in the grand scheme of things, but we just got rid of him. He was wasting space on our board. Did I stop? I did stop. Let's approach again. So you're at 152. If you've got the large beam lasers, I think you can start hitting me up to like 130. which is very scary. Okay. And you are gone. We're gonna take out this Mauler next. And we will approach him, and we're going to take a look at the Cosmic Anomaly. We're 169 away. I'm not too concerned. Oh, we've got 2 Abaddons! What? Okay. Alright, let's stop here for a second. I've got red and blue. We just hit that guy. Full force. That's a majority red. I'm hoping both those Abaddons have pulse lasers. Both the Abaddons have the pulse lasers in this prophecy. Guardian has the beam lasers. That would be the perfect scenario. Let's see if we can see from their end. Come on! Alright, you have red. You have blue. You, my friend, you're the next one that needs to die. Yeah, he's actually able to hit me up at the 130 marker. Be it kind of like me, he's not doing very much damage. This is going to be the guy that we are concerned with. Okay, that was a nice hit on the prophecy. Yeah, we were struck again. Ships look like giant laser rifles. Okay. Let's approach. Let's try to get... what we want is to have a little bit of movement going on because we know that guy can hit us. There we go. This is who we want next. Hood Ornament, protect us! Oh. Alright, Beam Abaddon. You gotta go. Wait, am I attacking the wrong one? No, I'm attacking the right one. Okay. So he is a big, big problem. Don't like him. He is doing nasty things to my poor shield. I want my shield for the elites. hey. We just gotta get through this armor. And that is gonna be the rough part. Ow! Stop grazing me! Ow! Okay. Let's speed up a little more. The closer he gets, the more he's going to lay damage into us. Where I know we can hit from further out, even though our damage will suffer a bit as well. I'm banking on him not having tracking computers. Okay. So he's hovering at about 120 now. This is fine. Everything is okay. I lied. He's still hitting me. Thick boy armor. Yeah, I am very excited to get myself an apocalypse. With the apocalypse, I really think this kite, yeah, the kiting is going to be extremely easy. And where I do think other ships are going to definitely be able to hit out much, much further. Much further. The Apocalypse is going to have an insane optimal range. That means it's going to be able to apply full damage from much, much further than any other ship. That's going to be awesome. I think it gets like 30% or so. And if that's the case, if I had one fit like this, what? With a tracking computer going, you're looking at I mean, exaggeration. We don't exactly know, but about 130 km optimal range. No, and that's with these skills. By then I'll probably have my skills in a much, much better position for that. So what, 150 km optimal range? That would be insane. None of these guys would be able to hit me at all and just chill at 150 km out and blow everything up. I wouldn't have to worry about little ships with scrams. Nothing. And it's in with an optimal. It'll hit like 200 km out. Easy. Within like doing like 50% damage. Can't wait for those days. Again, that's why I kind of think that these are going to have to be reevaluated when battleships are released. Because, yeah, the Apocalypse is just going to be a 666 ship. I'll be able to come out here and be like, alright, I'm going to park 150 km away. I'm going to get everything set up, and I'm just going to sit here and shoot you all to death with nothing you can do about it. Easy money, man. It'll be easy money. And maybe then, large lasers will be very expensive. Because if nothing does change, that's what it looks like. That's what's going to happen. Now again, you're going to have the Mimitar battleships that are going to be able to hit out like probably 300 km away. but they're not going to be doing their full damage. 58, they're just nicking me to death. But that's okay. Goodbye. See you next time. Stop hitting me. Oh, you're not dead? Sorry, I misspoke. Well, aren't you just a little survivor? Thank you. Okay, so this guy should not nick me. Let's just stop that. Is he coming at me? He is locked onto me. Oh, let's just stop. Chill. Let's get our bearings. So, Cosmic Anomaly, we are 210 away. Okay. That's kind of the distance that we want to be at for the next wave. I mean, that's kind of perfect, actually. If we do have any elites, we're close to our escape point. He is 130 away, so we should still be able to do half damage. This is a wonderful spot to be in. This is exactly where I want to be for the wave that may spawn elites. So we're just gonna polish off this Abaddon. And this Abaddon shouldn't be able to do anything to us, if my theory is correct, which I'm like 99% sure it is. Alright. So, what's my prediction? For the next wave, my prediction, based off of doing Bad Hair Day, is on this one, we're probably going to see a bunch of ships, obviously, but we're probably going to have one elite battleship. And we're going to have an array of other elites if everything is okay. Now, if this does work again on the same token of Bad Hair Day, we may have one or two smaller elite ships that may try to come fly at us. Oh, why did I do that? I started that way too early. And so those are going to be our primary targets, along with any of the other basic ships that are going to come flying towards us as well. We are going to want to eliminate those as quickly as possible. And as soon as they're gone, it should just be a regular wave after that. Even with the elite battleship, the only thing that I worry about with the elite battleship is if we do get an elite battleship with beam lasers and an afterburner or a micro warp drive, then we might actually have to deal with a ton of damage where they can keep themselves in range. And that could be a tough little fight for us. We'll see. Now, my other theory is that the next wave is going to be the last wave for this one. So, we're going to have one wave of elites. It's going to be done. Well, I'm saying it like it's already over. No, it will be. We will try to finish it. As long as everything goes well, we won't have a fifth wave, is my prediction, since this has 3 encounters. Armor, armor, armor. We hate using lasers into armor. But yeah, my shield has been filling back up. This guy can't hit us. He brought the pistol to the sniper battle. I mean, I guess it's good if you can sneak up on the sniper, but if you cannot do that, and you're the last cowboy, it's not good for you, is it? Oh. Well, hi there. Armor's gone. We're in a lovely, lovely hole. We are at a wonderful range. Now we are sitting at 46 minutes in. So it does look like this encounter is taking longer than the last one did. The last one we were actually finished by now. But we also did have one extra battleship to deal with. And it only had 3 waves. So this one I'm thinking is going to have another. I can't imagine going through 2 entire encounters and not seeing an elite. I can't fathom it. If they did that with one of these tier 10 missions, I'd be shocked. Okay. Think one more activation. Okay. Start approaching. Wave 4. Yep, there's an elite battleship. We have 12 ships. It's okay. This guy is hauling butt at us. Let's turn this on. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. Let's turn this off. Good, good. Okay. Next shot should kill him, and then we've got the elite to worry about. Excellent. He should be within the 40 range soon. As soon as he does get within that 40 range, we will go ahead and activate one of our computers, and we will start the murdering. Now is a good time as any. Oh yeah. Elite Corpy. You know what? I think we were micro warp driving at 2%. Yay! This is a fast battleship. Let's see if we can take out this Mauler. We don't want him to interrupt our fight with our battleship. We do want to pick up speed. Whoa. Okay. Does look like we were struck. Yeah, we were hit hard. That elite definitely has beams. are 236 off. Oh. I think I activated that way too late. Okay. And our Mauler is dead. We should be able to turn this off. I think we're safe now. The elite is still chasing us. I mean, we can hit at this range. It's just going to be less than half damage. Might as well, right? Yeah, this elite battleship is going to be the problem. Him with his beams. Okay. Turn back around. Maybe at 60% speed. We're going to wait just a minute on that one. Okay. There we go. Let's turn back around. Yeah. He can hit us even at 137. Oof. Okay. But this little trick here should let us get through them. It's just going to take some time. These elites have a ton of hit points. We are going to keep playing this game here of turn back around. Oh, until this guy's dead. Oh, big numbers, 277. Gotta love it. $714. Okay. I do see some yellow boxes. They're starting to get happy again. is probably coming back towards us. Oh yeah. And he can hit us from so far away, it's crazy. I mean, I bet you he's saying the same thing. He's like, why is this guy hitting us from so far away? Okay. Let's turn these off. Alright, Hood Ornament, you can come in for a while. Oh, let's approach. He's starting to get well out of range. Wow. This guy's really going to be it, though. Once he's dead, the rest of this should be fine. Elite Abaddon, no more leads. Okay. He is almost dead. I completely lied to you. His armor is almost at halfway, is what I meant to say. Station. Approach. Okay. We can move a little bit slower. Whew. Okay. We're not getting good, clean hits on this guy. All right. Let's keep laying into his armor. We will get him eventually. And then the rest of this will feel like easy mode. Start these guys up. Nope. Okay. He's at a good range. 124? Yeah, you can stay at this 124. I'm okay with that. The reason why I actually kept one of those on, I didn't know if he was going to continue the fire on me, and I just kind of wanted, they have such a long activation time, I wanted to keep them going so they would actually tick over if I did take a huge chunk of damage. So that was the reasoning behind that. You know, all these other guys are starting to actually catch up. Oh, we are out of armor, thankfully. So now that we're in a hole, hole's still going to take us a while to get through, but it should still speed up the process. Let's move up, activate our armor uppers. We can slow back down. Yeah, see how long that takes? If the damage continuously applied, I would need to have those going in order to get another round of that. Let's approach. Oh. Let's move up a little bit. Okay. Turn back around! Man. Okay. Spin around again. A lot of dancing. We're getting so many weak hits on him. Okay. I think we're just about done. Aww. I did that thing again where I couldn't activate it. Oof. Our boy's not dead. So many hit points. It's actually quite scary. Oh, 3 million. That one dude was worth 3 million. Okay. With him being dead, we can now approach this Mauler and remove him from the face of the planet. And then it looks like we have an Abaddon, and then everybody else is like super far away. I still see some blue lasers. I see lots of blue lasers. But it's all over except for the killing now. Okay. Let's take a look at loot. Yeah, everything's still 100 km away. We're in no hurry. Let's turn that off. Wait, whoa, what's going on here? Okay. The Permanent Laser Light Show. Oh! We got some guys doing some stuff to us. Who was doing this? Apocalypse Striker. Well, I'm not a big fan of that. Hopefully that's not going to matter too terribly much, though. I don't think we're in range for it to do anything. Okay, we're going to go 9. Ah. So we're just moving, so that'll help alleviate a little bit of the damage from this range. So we're not sitting still. And we're going to try to apply all of our damage. And the Apocalypse Striker, though, is kind of scary, I guess. I mean, it's a regular ship, but it has some stuff on it that I'm not a big fan of, that's for sure. You are nuding? Who was doing that? The Apocalypse Striker. And energy being absorbed by none other than our buddy, the Apocalypse Striker. Okay. So we're going to take out Mr. Abaddon here. Oh, we've got... Okay. We do got our work cut out for us still. I'm glad that Striker is one of the closer ships. Removing him from the equation is going to be troublesome. Those large versions of these actually have pretty decent range. Well, I think the tracking computer, but these two have pretty decent range. The Neutralizer and the Nosferatu. So I really, really don't want to play any type of games with him. I still think that I'm going to be well out of those ranges, but... Grr. $144. Okay, so we're actually getting further away from this guy. Well, let's turn that back on. We don't want that. We actually want to get closer. I thought he was going to be chasing us out here. Really? Can we stop doing 0, please? Let me see something. Yep. My range is not being affected by it at this range. Good God, we cannot hit this guy though. And he really wants to go away. He's like, I don't want to be here anymore. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna have to reevaluate. He's trying to pull us back into the pack, and that's not what we want to do at all. So, first things first, let's take out this guy. Now, because our friend there decided he wanted to go back into the middle of the pack, let's start working on you, Mr. Striker. You're the troublesome one anyway. You have all this crap that I don't like. Okay. Let's take a look at our loot. Yeah. Okay. Everything looks good. Wish we could have taken Mr. Abaddon off the table. I think he's just going to regen that armor. And we're going to have to do all that work all over again. But if you see here, he is now pretty much one of the furthest things away. He was just like, nope, 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 and nope. That's okay, we have a Mauler to kill, we have a Prophecy. Maybe he was going back, he was just like, you know, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. I can live by this method. I support you, Abaddon. This is how I fight as well. I too will not stay in your range. is not something that I wish to do. Okay. So we are probably approaching... not quite yet, but I think if we get to like 80 km or whatnot, his actual E-War is going to start taking effect on us. Another reason why I love the long-range fits. When you have these long-range fits equipped, you really don't have to worry too much about all this E-War. So yes, they're going to use tracking disruptors. Yeah, my lasers are going to be affected by those. If I'm like 80 km or closer, if I'm not, then it doesn't matter. They can have 32 of them on there. I'm still well outside of their range, and there's nothing they can do to me. I probably do want to speed up a little bit here. He is starting to gain on me. This is fine. Okay. Okay. I mean, he's in range for me to do 50% damage, I guess, without even having one of these active. So I should just continuously fire. It would behoove me. There we go. Everything's looking good. Alright, he's halfway through Hull. Once our Apocalypse Strega is gone, then we don't have to worry about any more E-War. Looks like he's the only one with it. I wonder if he has Jammer on him as well. That would be something, wouldn't it? Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Apocalypse. It was lovely getting to know you. We're going to play with our good friend Mahler. Okay. Alright. Mahler Buddy is dead. Next on our chopping block is Prophecy. Okay. One of them has purple lasers, two has red. Alright. Prophecy's getting healed up a little bit. Didn't like that, though. Let's go ahead and lock up Mr. Abaddon over there. Let's take a look and see if there's any loot near us. Oh, nope, not really. We do have quite a bit of loot, though. 100 km. Oh, right. We are almost back to you, Abaddon. We're coming for you. We're gonna get there, and you are gonna be in trouble when we do. Yeah, you've been regenerating that armor. I see you. Goodbye, Prophecy. You will be missed. Not by me, but you will be missed. Oh! Okay. Okay. I don't think either one of these guys has long-range lasers. So I'm pretty sure everything is going to be easy mode from here on out. Not that it wasn't easy mode as soon as the elite battleship died, but what I mean is we might even have... Nah, we're not going to have full shields. This thing regens shields very slowly. Now, this one could surprise me with a 5th wave as well. But I really don't think we have a whole nother encounter to do that they would do a 5th wave. We made 4 million ISK off of that tick. Which is very impressive. See, Abaddon, all you did was delay the inevitable. You're going down. There's nothing you can do about it. And your buddy's gonna go down too. Okay. And kaboom. Alright, so Cosmic Anomaly, where are we? We're actually at 222 off. So we're in a good position. Perfect position if there is a 5th wave. So we're still far enough back that everything's going to have to come running at us and just let us murder it with the lasers. If we got any elite battleships, we can play that game as well. If there is any of the elite smaller ships, we can handle them nicely before we do anything else. So I like the positioning in case there is a 5th encounter, or a 5th wave. I don't think there's going to be. I think this is it, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Let's turn you off for the time being. Shouldn't have done that. I was looking at this timer, not realizing that it still had another shot. I'm an idiot. Alright, we're just going to let this fire now. At 110 we might be able to eke out some damage here and there. So, the constant damage should help with the chip regen if he's got any type of armor reppers or anything kicking. All in all, the only real threat in this entire mission was the elite battleship. The elite battleship, if we did not play that rubber band game with the aggro points, that guy would have just obliterated us. But on the plus side, so far this mission, in order to do these two encounters, I'll be at 2 hours. Now, that might be taking into a knowledge of the fitting, maybe playing a little more aggressively. I'm still pretty far back, but I'm much closer than I was. I'm not doing so many glancing hits. I don't have the actual armor repper on, so I'm able to apply damage more frequently. But 2 hours to get through the first 2 waves, I believe. Again, I think this is the last one. And then we just have the last wave. So even if that last wave takes me 4 hours, that'll put me at about the same pace for this as Bad Hair Day. Bad Hair Day was a little over 6 hours to do total, maybe 6.5. And that was cutting out travel time, but there wasn't a lot of travel time in that one. I would say between all of the different jumps, maybe 20 minutes of travel time. Maybe. Probably less than that. Which, if we round up on that one, it took about 7 hours total to do. But it was 300 million. 300 million ain't too shabby. Okay. We are approaching the end. Let's turn around just in case so we can be ready. Yeah, it's done. Excellent. Whew, so that is perfect. Let's go get our loot. Well, that was pretty fun. Yeah, we still have the hardest encounter left. but that was pretty fun. Now I am doing this encounter in the day as well, so I am much more awake. So that is a good thing. Alright, we got some debris. Okay. And we got large pulse lasers, a large energy disruptive warp disruptor? Yeah. Eh. Do we have any other elites? An elite frigate. So I really think the wrecks in this, the debris that you get from the wrecks is pretty worth it. It adds up. If you save it up or just even sell it little by little, it does add up to be quite a bit of money if you're looking for extra ISK. So yeah, I think if you're a casual player and you get into the Oracle or any of the other Tier 8 assault battle cruisers, basically the ones that fit the large weapons, fit them like you like. Now if you take it easy just like this, it looks like you might be able to do pretty much any. I haven't tried all of them yet. There's some, they're not all created equal. And we haven't even done the last wave in this yet, but from what I'm seeing here thus far, it looks like with the way that the game is currently set up, that you would be able to do these, and if you spread it out in the course of 2 to 3 days, you could make 250, 300 million over the course of 2 to 3 days. I don't know if that's something that you'd be interested in doing, but it's something that's very possible. I know someone with more time, you might be able to make a lot more ISK much quicker, but for example, since this one's broken up into 3 different encounters and you have 9 days to do it, you could do stuff in the meantime. So you could do an encounter whenever you get out of work, school, or whatever, and you're home in the afternoons. You can go about your day and you can leave this area and you can go do a couple of normal missions and everything like that, and then come back and then do the other one whenever you have time to do it on the next day. Leave again, come back, do missions, and then basically whenever you do have a long stint of time to sit down and do that last one, as long as it's within the 9 days, you can sit down and do it. So starting one of these, doing an encounter whenever you have to, or have time to do that, and then going about your business and doing other things would probably be a great way to keep up money on pretty much everything. And go ahead and take care of your long-term mission obligations to earn your 300, 250 mil, whatever they're worth at the time for the one that you started. And go collect your news missions and do those whenever you have time to do them. And that way you're not sitting here for an entire 6 to 8 hour stint, depending on how long it takes you to do it. I know I normally couldn't sit through here and just do the entire encounter from start to finish. I just don't have that type of time, unfortunately. So I do have to break it up into sections. Go do this one, go do that one. So I like that they give you an extended period of time to get these done. It really does help out. Okay. Large equipment does take up a ton of cargo space, though. What I have found out with these missions is that I am going to have to go around to a lot of different stations and make a second trip to pick up the rest of my loot if I do pick all of it up. But you never know when you might need that ISK. Outfitting stuff, purchasing skills. Oh, I don't know if you guys have seen where... How can I get there? Oh, I know how I can get there. Go away. But these large lasers... When I get into expert here, 64 million just to pick up that skill. So 88 million to pick up that one. So yeah, I'll have the money, but... Alright. Nope. So, it looks like this one, including getting my loot, is taking me about 100. 1 hour and 37 minutes.
Warp drive active.
So far we're on track. The other one was about 45. This one's hour 37. We're looking good. We got the last part to do. And that one is obviously going to be the toughest. I believe it is 4 as well. And I don't know if I'll be able to complete it, but I will definitely give it a shot. I think using these tactics I will be able to. If I do have to pick up an armor repper and change some gear around, I might have to do that, but I'm prepared to do that if I need to. Okay. Inventory, item hanger, move to, boop. Alright, we got what I needed. Can I fit all this stuff? Excellent. Alright, so what do we pick up? Pilfer adaptive, mote reactive, interruptive, warp scram, warp disruptor. Big difference. Mercateer tracking computers, I got 3 more of those. 3 large pulses. Oop, here, large energy. Good. So decent amount of loot. We did use some of the plasmoids there, so that was kind of cool. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will be back with part 3 next time. Thank you. Bye.